If you thought the villagers in The Wicker Man were odd, wait until you get a load of the strange residents in the Irish folk horror Fréwaka. Just as with Antaisha, this features Irish dialogue, but can it make good on the chills? Home care worker Shu is sent to a remote village to care for an agoraphobic woman who fears the neighbors as much as she fears sinister entities who she believes abducted her decades before. Like many folklore-based horrors, this is very atmospheric, with a lot of the context for what we see having to be sussed out little by little as the story moves along. The story opens up in 1973 and then transitions to present day, where disturbing visuals and action set the tone for what's to come. There's an oppressive and melancholic state to the film, odd looks from characters that could convey sadness, disappointment, anger, or simply confusion. Now, I was enamored with the set designs. There's a tree out in Peg's yard that is filled with dangling items. Maybe they're meant to ward off ill-intentioned entities, but they definitely add a layer of creep and ick to the visuals. There are tools, strips of fabric, bones, and other odd items that are tied to branches with string so that they create a ghastly weeping willow sort of effect. There are also strange occurrences that appear to affect both Peg and Shu, but for a lot of the story, we're unsure if these are just the result of a group psychosis brought upon by stress and grief, or if there's something sinister actually attempting to take hold. Now, Peg's home is also a treasure trove of things that just need to go. From locked doors that are surrounded by all sorts of talisman, to the overflowing waste bin full of rotting fish and rodents. The house is just cluttered and full of spaces where frightful things can lurk and hide. If it weren't the layer of the unknown freaky, I think the house would be an awesome place to explore, with the chances of finding hidden passageways very, very likely. That's not going to happen, because the entire estate is just one huge nope. Now, as might be expected in a story built on folklore, the film gives us a couple of glimpses of a local ritual that takes place in the village, where people wear these woven hat mask type things while other people beat drums, and a child wearing a mask leads a goat through the town. I mean, it definitely gives off vibes of The Wicker Man or Midsummer. Heck, even The Lottery. I mean, this is creepy, and because we don't get any explanation, the unsettling nature is accentuated even more. And I love that this is shown to us in two key moments, both conveying some huge meaning that isn't obvious right from the jump. Now, I do wish there had been more exploration into the folklore for this element, especially as somebody who's completely ignorant of what's going on and why, but I was still able to understand most of the meaning once the film had ended,